Hello, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, November 1st, 2012. We missed our broadcasts on Wednesday and on Tuesday of this week because of the big storm, Hurricane Sandy, or Tropical Storm Sandy, depending upon where you lived. The situation is such in the northeastern United States that many states remain paralyzed. Large portions of New Jersey, where we live, are still affected by power outages. At least 2 million customers remain without power in New Jersey. In the small town in which I live, we have been told that the power is expected to remain out for another 5 days. It's like living in the 10th century, people walking around with candles. Today, the power came back on at our offices in Princeton, so we're able to reconvene and speak to you again. The economic losses for Tropical Storm Sandy, which hit at least 7 states in the Northeast, are expected to exceed $50 billion. The business interruption losses are going to be vast. Nobody quite knows what they're going to be yet. As far as what's going to be insured, Applied Insurance Research, one of the modeling companies, came out with an estimate about 24 hours ago, saying insured losses of $15 billion. However, earlier today, Hiscox, the big insurer based in Britain and Bermuda, came out saying they're more likely to exceed $20 billion. Yesterday, President Obama was in New Jersey visiting with Governor Christie, a Republican, and the two of them toured storm damage along the New Jersey coast. President Obama is back on the campaign trail today. We can't overlook the fact that there's a presidential election coming up this Tuesday, which has all but been eclipsed, at least in this area, by the storm. In New York and in New Jersey and in Connecticut, insurance regulators have warned insurance companies that they must not levy so-called hurricane deductibles against policyholders. Hurricane deductibles are typically put in place when a named hurricane hits and causes damages, and they can in fact run to about 5% being withheld by the insurance company as a special hurricane deductible. The insurance departments warned the insurers that since Hurricane Sandy did not hit the shore with sustained 74-mile-per-hour winds, it thus did not technically qualify as a hurricane, and they would not countenance the charging of any so-called hurricane deductibles. No response from the insurance companies, but given the extent of the devastation in the Northeast, it would be a very bad play if they complained about that. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia this morning, in Riyadh, in the capital, a fuel tanker apparently lost control and crashed into a concrete abutment, exploding in a massive fireball, killing dozens of people. At least 28 people are known dead at this time. The death toll is expected to rise. It is not yet known whether or not this is a terror attack or simply was an accident. Meanwhile, in Kentucky, on the Paducah Railway, there was a train derailment yesterday. It was a chemical train that was carrying chemicals back and forth, and the train derailed, and there's a chemical fire burning now as several of the tankers have exploded. Fire and police have cordoned off the area to ensure there's no contamination. As of this time, they're simply letting the fire burn out. One of the good guys, David Reed, who used to be with R.K. Harrison and then went to Omega, has now been appointed as managing director of the new SCORE Re-Syndicate at Lloyd's. We congratulate David. He's certainly going to have his hands full, and it's a big job. Good luck for him. And also, let's not overlook the fact that next week in Beijing, the quintennial, every 5-year party Congress is beginning. It's been not without some drama already with all the political corruption events that have been going on. In anticipation of the conference, the local Beijing government has cracked down on the sale of steak knives, pencil sharpeners, hang gliders, model airplanes, and have even reconfigured taxis so that there are no door handles on the inside of the doors for passengers. If the passenger is to alight, the driver will get out and open the door for him or her. All this is done to ensure that there is no embarrassment or, God forbid, anybody sending a paper glider over the meeting. I don't quite understand that. And there's also been a ban on the sale of pigeons, apparently fearing that pigeons could in fact be carrying something over the Great Hall of the People where the august leadership will be meeting. Once again, it just points out the fact that if China is in such a condition where the leaders have to do this in order to ensure their own security, it can't possibly be a good place to invest your money. That's only my view. That's the news for today. Welcome, and we're glad that we're back, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you.